Hello, fools.
What up, fools?
Fat mattress.
Fat matches. It goes hand in hand with, like, I guess, like resolutions, New Year's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's funny. For those,
Do you think, what is today, the 13th? Do you think people have ended their resolutions already?
oh yeah, there's probably
a lot,
people
right?
that ended it like
First week?
12:01.
Yeah.
12:01.
Yeah, I bet Tuesday
Yeah.
after or whatever the second day.
Yeah.
January 2nd is probably devastating for a lot of people,
Yeah.
They do one day of salad.
Yeah, think about it. There's probably some people that went out, right?
A light
to
jog.
went out to celebrate, and they're like, I'm not gonna blow any strangers this year. And then, like,
Yeah.
1:45 in the morning, and they're like, oh damn it. Fuck. Every year.
I said I wouldn't do this.
You broke my resolution. Is that the only thing I'm gonna break, lady?
He's like, you think that's bad? I'm getting fast food after this.
Yeah. That was my resolution.
Everyone's breaking them. Well, our topic today is fitness.
Fitness. Fitness. It's weird because I have friends on every fitness level.
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
Depends. It
Depends on what end of the spectrum you're on.
Well, it depends on how hard you're willing to pimp your fitness. Because I got some people that theirs are like lifestyle, potentially like eating, like dietary thing fitness.
Yeah.
And then there's other people that are kind of in the same vein, but they're like CrossFit people, or they're like yoga people.
Oh yeah,
like
a lifestyle kind of thing.
Yeah, like actually, this would be a good time to shout out one of our friends, Joan, the one who was sending me. Remember, to send us some private messages about like how the episodes helped her out.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, she's a yogi. She's a
cool.
yoga instructor.
That's who you want to be with.
And
they're peaceful.
They're very, very, very peaceful person to talk to. Very serene, very well worded. She is. It's so weird though because
they usually know a couple of good quotes.
Yeah, and there's like a stigma with like yoga instructors.
Yeah,
and it's so weird because if she wants to, she can go into that world. Dive into it. But she thinks.
Does she do that soft talking?
Yeah, she does like the I forgot the
breathe out.
Yes, I forgot the term. She's gonna be so mad at me. But I forgot what
I did yoga a bunch before and I loved it.
Yoga's fun.
It's amazing. Yeah, it makes you feel good.
Honestly, it does. It feels good to be able to tie your shoes without putting your foot up on a park bench. Like,
yeah, it makes you all bendy. Also, like, just the environment. It would just like I don't know if you ever do hot yoga. I would do hot yoga. It's like 105 degrees or whatever.
Every yoga I do is hot yoga.
it's all sweaty and near blacking out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great because it's just like you and like 20 girls in a room sweating as much as you can.
Yeah.
And stretching. And it's good. It makes you
honestly,
feel good.
Yoga for me is just literally 45 minutes or whatever the sessions are of me just trying not to fart real hard.
Yeah.
And then that was one thing she said that is funny is she lets them know, like, guys, if that's a natural thing, just let it go. And she does yoga for older people.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that's got to be real loose.
They don't give a
fuck.
fuck.
Yeah.
So they're just like just freaking just crop dusting the shit out of the studio.
They don't light the candles for that run.
Yeah. One of the things is I didn't know this, and she told me that it happens. I was telling her I had some like hip issues and stuff like that, and she told me some poses. One of them was like frog. It's called frog pose.
Butterfly.
Oh, butterfly.
Remember butterfly when you were a kid?
Huh?
When you just put your feet together and you like flap your legs like that, and you're like, it's like elementary school.
Oh yeah, but like
that's like stretching 101.
Well, I didn't know that when you like open up that whatever the term they use for
sacrum.
I
don't know.
it's sacrum. Yeah.
Your sacrum floor or something like that.
Well, they got pelvic floor as well.
Pelvic floor.
That's usually for ladies and
I don't know
vaginas and stuff. Because they have like we'll get into more of that, but it's yeah.
How ladies
like I said, I
vagina.
know friends of every level and kookiness and stuff. But apparently, when you do frog pose and some of those ones in your hips, it also opens up blood flow. Like you just get mad horny, dude. You
Oh,
get
really?
Super. Yeah, I did that one time in a free yoga class, and they're like, all right, we're gonna switch. I'm like, I can't. So I decided to like pretend like I was like rubbing my hip like it was sore to try to make sure my boner went down. You know, because I'm in a room full of cute girls, and then next thing you know, I got fucking wood, and it was weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather fart. I was like, please shit myself.
I like, yoga boner. That's hard because it's always like light clothing too.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's a hard hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I wish
you got to child's pose it until you calm down.
And then that looks weird. You're in child's pose.
Yeah,
and you got a boner. Like, oh, that's not a good look.
You just look like you're trying to suck your own dick. Like, 5 more classes.
Marilyn Manson was right, man.
I've had friends on all kinds. I had a friend in high school who was a runner, and he could run. What's an impressive under 4 minutes? Is it under sub 4 minute mile?
Sub 4. That's that
or sub 5.
But both of them are honestly very impressive.
But one of them's like,
well, sub 4 is like Olympic level. Sub 5 is really good. That's like running a mile in 4 minutes and whatever seconds. That's really good.
Yeah, he would like go out drinking with us all night. Yeah. And then get up early in the morning the next day and run like 18 miles.
Fuck.
And he was like built like a machine, and he was like a real nice guy.
Yeah.
And he was just like an insane runner, and he could do. I want to say it was whatever the one where it's like. I don't know which one it is. I wish I knew if it was on under 4 or under. Well, the other one.
Yeah, like I said, like I used to do running. I used to do I did track and field and stuff like that. Like my best time was sub 7, so it was like 6 minutes and something. 6 minutes and something seconds, which is for your friend. Oh, that's like he has like diarrhea or something that day.
I want to say it was 3:55 or something like that.
I mean, then he was like an elite level guy. I mean, he running 18.
He was like New York. He was like state level. Like
okay, that makes more sense. I mean, 18 miles a day.
It was like something where it was like this. It was like the fractions of the seconds matter. So I guess it's 3.
Yeah,
because if it's under 4, that maybe that's like just you're a great runner. Yeah, I remember the fastest mile I ever ran was like the best shape, one of the best shapes I've ever was in, and it was 6 something.
Yeah,
and I was like, my God, that was amazing, and you know, and then I remember I was like, damn, dude, this guy is just fucking like having that time.
That's insane. Nuts. Yeah. Our PR would have been like his worst day.
Yeah,
you know, that's insane.
Yeah,
like, I mean, because I remember in those days, I used to.
He could probably run a marathon faster. Like
that's crazy.
Like pace a marathon faster.
The pace that he runs though is insane. Because I remember I told you about where I was a backup on a relay team, and I used to run a 4.640, and
that's nuts. You moving at a 4.6 speed coming at you.
My record for one lap around was like 58 seconds.
Oh
I cleared
God.
one lap. But you got to think about this. A sub 4, that means that's me sprinting. Like I'm sprinting my ass off.
Yeah,
that's dude's normal pace.
Yeah, like he could do that for a mile. Yeah,
that's fucking insane. I would have died. I mean, because I was huffing and puffing after one lap.
I gotta ask. I'm gonna message him because we're still like we're not like we don't talk all the time, but I still we're like I'll message him and ask.
Yeah,
I'll ask him what his best mile time was because he was a beast. It was great.
That's insane.
But yeah, it's funny. People who are naturally athletic, and then I feel like now with social media, because like being good looking is an attribute.
Yeah.
So I feel like fitness is popular with that.
Oh yeah. There's that was another thing too. Was like when I used to work out, I didn't want to go for vanity. Like there's people that work out for vanity.
Yeah.
They're like these workouts get these muscles to pop. I didn't care about that at the time. I wanted to go for strength, you know, because because also
you're like a Magnus for Magnuson.
Yeah, well, I didn't know this, but I was gonna. I didn't. So flash forward out of high school, I was like a year out of high school, and I was really considering because I used my numbers in high school for like squat and stuff like that were decent. Like my max was like a fucking 700 pounds squat. 700
Jesus.
pounds. Now,
what about leg press?
Leg press? Oh, I mean, it depends on the.
Or but no. Well, leg press too.
Well, they have two different.
What about
versions.
bench press?
Oh, bench press? It wasn't a lot. It was like 335 or something like that. What?
That's a lot.
No, I mean, but I knew dudes that were putting up like 600. And stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So there was dudes that could bench what I was squatting, but they couldn't squat for shit. They had baby legs. That was the thing. I was built the opposite.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I was putting up 335.
You're like built like a pyramid.
Yeah.
That's good. Strong base.
There's a lot of dudes that skip leg day. I was not. I was the opposite.
you can't skip leg day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also the way I'm built, I have no choice. Leg day is every day for me. But I mean, now it's not conditioned. I'm not conditioned for shit now. You know. But
only chasing homeless down 3 blocks.
Okay. I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't know, man. Like my thing was like I was built for. I was trying to like I wanted to do strongman. Like I wanted to do strongman, and then I got my world destroyed when I found I was too short. Essentially, not that I was too short, as my arms were not long enough. Because there's like certain events require.
Oh yeah, you're saying the stones, right?
Yeah,
the stones you have to pick up.
Yeah, I believe is 6 foot, so it would be 72 inches. 72-inch reach is what at the time was for the United States. If you want to compete in the United States, that's why most of those strong guys are.
Maybe you could
huge.
compete in like Japan, a smaller country, less reach.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I mean, but even in Japan, they got sumo.
Oh,
guys
true.
like that, you know.
Where's Sue Small? New Zealand? Maybe in New Zealand.
Oh, I'm not fucking with New Zealand. The New Zealand guys?
The Maori.
Oh, dude, those are like Polynesian Samoan guys.
Yeah, those are like the strongest.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with Europe. I'm not fucking. I was a place. Like basically that's when you find out like when you think you're good and then you go. Then there's better.
Yeah. Your world opens up and you're like, oh
yeah,
my
because
God.
I was hearing about these like NFL players like squatting like 900 pounds, 1,200 pounds and shit.
It's insane that your knees could hold that. You know, like
when they do competitions, I said here's where I think I screwed up. I wasn't doing any of that stuff. I wasn't wearing a weight belt. I wasn't wearing knee guards. I wasn't wearing the protective shirt stuff. I tried for higher weights for bench. I tried for like one time I tried for like 400 pounds just to see.
Oh shit!
And I got it like halfway, and then like I needed the spotters to take it up for me.
Wow.
And it's crazy because when I see a tall guy who can bench a lot, that's impressive to me.
Yeah, that's harder, right?
Because I mean, just the amount of like the distance I have to clear a bar compared to like a guy who's like 6'5" is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most I ever benched was 225.
It's not bad.
But I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I was in like 11th grade.
Yeah.
And then I think the strongest I ever was I was doing reps, like bench press reps with like 90-pound dumbbells.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that would translate to. I never tried to max out bench when I was doing that.
Well, dumbbells free weights are way different.
Yeah.
Free weights, even bench press to some extent, it's way different than like a Smith machine because you're activating all your connective muscles, and those don't like if you don't work those out like that could cause injury sometimes, but it also builds strength because when you work out the smaller muscles. Those feed into the bigger muscles.
Yeah,
so you build all the muscles and stuff. So like a 90-pound bar, like dumbbell, that's a lot. Like even there's people who could do 90-pound dumbbells and then they only bench press like 145 or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I said, it's different muscle groups that you're activating. Now you said 225. I used to. In the NFL, they lift.
Yeah,
that
how many times you could do that?
Yeah,
they
so
would do like 40 times.
I can't remember how many times I used to put up like 225, but it was definitely double digits.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and my frame is weird. Yeah, like I'm not a big dude. I was actually a lot smaller then.
Yeah,
so I was only 225. I only weighed as much as the weight that amount you lifted.
Yeah.
So I was squatting that at 700 pounds on a 225 frame.
God, that's wild.
Yeah.
You know what really is nuts is like the diet that goes into both bodybuilding, strongmen,
Yeah.
all that, like how much they have to eat, the amount of calories in order to
Yeah.
build that kind of muscle.
Yeah, because it burns so much other stuff.
It just seems exhausting, like to have to eat. They're like I eat 12 chicken breasts and like 5 heads of broccoli and 6 bags of spinach and like 4 things of bacon, and you're like, dude, you're just chewing all day. Like, how could you?
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm looking back, like when I used to run a couple miles a day and bench press and like do sit-ups and calisthenics and all that stuff. There's a level of like, there's a mental illness thing. There's like a mental thing. It's like narcissism or something like that.
Yeah,
for sure. Because like there's like just to dedicate that much. Like I get wanting to take care of yourself.
It seems to make sense to like work out for like functionality, like functional strength.
Yeah,
like making it easier to like mobility and like all that.
Yeah,
I guess that's like core and leg strength probably. And
that's where I'm at now. Like literally, I just like
it's like I just want to be able to move around.
Yeah, and also that's the thing they don't tell you about when you work out is when you don't work out anymore.
Yeah,
what happens to those muscles?
Yeah,
like
just
what happens is
you just flab up.
Yeah, you get a big body that's muscular, and then you stop working out, and then all those pecs turn to big jiggly tits.
Yeah,
and then your muscles start like tightening up, and like you start getting injuries and stuff because your body.
Kelly killed me the other day. She was stretching, and she I was like, "Oh, your armpits are getting a little hairy," which they were, and I was just fucking with her. And I had no shirt on. And she goes, "Your tits are getting a little hairy." And I was like, I have to leave.
Touche.
To go cry in my car.
Well, see, that's where I'm at now. Is like I just want to be fit enough to not die. Of like a manageable disease. Like heart disease or diabetes.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the kind of shape where if you just died suddenly, people are like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, but also we're getting older, so like the older you get, like it starts to become like, well, he was this many years old or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I want to like get in an adequate shape enough for is like, so when I have sex, I don't have any blood flow issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of anything wood. I guess knock on wood. I haven't had any
speaker back there.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues from the only issues I ever had is like when it goes too long.
Yeah.
And then your body's like, all right, man, like come on, man, like give it a rest, and then we'll get back into things.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Or I got nervous. Like that was it. But like for my framework, like I guess it's not bad considering how long I don't know. It's just weird.
It is. Yeah, if you go long enough, it becomes like exercise, and you're like, oh, it reminds you you're out of shape.
Yeah.
And you're like, God damn it, because you want to be able to be like, you want to go like forever, but your body just can't.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and that's a depressing feeling.
Yeah. Well, it depends. All right. Well, I had a situation where I was going, and she was like, "You gotta stop." Like, okay.
She was tired.
Yeah.
Oh, you wore her out.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. That's like more of a compliment.
Yeah. I mean, it was a compliment, but then my body was like, "You got lucky this time." Like to me, because I have a bit about that where I talk about this is like my mind's like, yeah, all night, and my heart's like, no.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've definitely left walked into a bathroom with my heart like just pounding. You're just pounding. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You're like out of breath. You're like out of breath for like 5 full minutes.
Dude, there was one time where I literally like had to finish up. Like I forced myself like get it out.
Yeah, you're like
I gotta go.
Something's gonna break.
Yeah, something, and I'd rather premature that situation than premature off this earth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you ever you know anybody that does CrossFit?
I knew. So I moved when the lady and I moved to Raleigh, North Carolina. we knew like nobody there except like one girl I knew from college, and she was married, and so I was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" They're like, "Yeah, come to a party at our house, and meet our friends." So we went, and they were like, "We all do CrossFit," like the entire party, and all they did was talk about CrossFit, and all they did was talk about like these circuits that they do and how many burpees they did and how the one trainer is like so and so hard, and like they just laughed and talked about CrossFit for like a thing. I have a joke about CrossFit. Who does? Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah.
But it stems from like an earlier experience of that, from an earlier experience that I had that like planted the seed for the joke.
Yeah.
But like these people kind of made me be like, fuck CrossFit people, like because Kelly and I were just sitting there like we thought we were coming to a party. We were gonna like let's go get drunk with people, make friends.
Yeah.
And we were like just sat there like. We don't have CrossFit stories. We just brought a case of beer, and
we're just gonna discuss hammer curls this whole time.
Yeah, it's just so here I don't have any friends here besides like you and some comic friends. No, nobody does CrossFit, right?
No.
Nobody hits large spare tires with a sledgehammer.
No. No, I did spare the tire flips. I've done that before.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
Yeah,
we used to take empty kegs and throw them at each other in the road in college and jump over them, and we called that Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
You had to try to jump over the keg coming at you.
Those are heavy, man.
They're heavy, and if you land on it, you fall on your face in the road.
Ooh.
That my buddy once got very drunk, and he went out. There was like a glassed-in porch.
Yeah.
And he just took a keg and threw it. It was like large panes of glass like this.
Yeah.
Like 4 foot by 6 foot. He just throwing keg through the panes.
What the fuck?
Out to the outside, and he would go outside and get it. Back into the inside.
The fuck?
And he did it. He fucking knocked it. He was just wasted. And he had to pay I don't forget how much it was, like $1,100. He had to pay to fix the whole.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, man.
I knew a dude who was training for the Highland Games. You ever heard of that?
It's Scottish, where they throw the logs and shit.
Yeah, it's like a strongman type thing.
Yeah,
and they have a keg toss.
Oh, cool. And like when they do it over the wall.
Yeah,
or is that strongman?
Or no, it's similar. They do it. The strongman, they do it on the wall. The Highland Games, they do it over like
a yak, some kind of animal.
Yeah, they throw it over a bison. No, it looks like two telephone
a Loch
poles,
Ness,
two telephone poles holding almost like a pole vault type thing.
Oh, okay.
So they chuck it over a pole vault.
Yeah,
type thing.
Yeah.
And this guy was apparently he was doing it rogue. He was like practicing with no one around, which is not a good thing. Like you want someone around, and he fucked up. He chucked it, and he didn't put any arc on it, so it went straight up. It came back down, and by the time he saw it, it was too late. Like it landed on his footy, and he lost 2 of his toes.
Oh shit!
Like he lost.
I thought you were gonna say it hit him in the face, killed him.
No.
I was ready for that sucker to die. He just lost 2 toes. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. That must have hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. But,
you ever just stub your toe?
Yes.
Oh, my God. It's the worst.
I can feel it in my foot right now.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe it's diabetic nerve pain. I'm not sure.
Dude, just touching your foot to anything, it just the worst. The worst news. I stubbed my toe. One of the worst I've done it ever. Just being scared of a bug. Did I tell you that?
No.
I was walking Odie, and I was walking along the sidewalk there, and I never wear shoes because I was just lived at the beach for like a decade, whatever 10 years is.
Yeah.
And just never wear shoes. So I'm walking out there shoeless, and I looked down at one point when Odie had stopped. And there's this large, like, neon green, multicolored bug on me. And it was, like, it was on my shin, and it had, like, weight to it, Like, it landed on me, I felt it, and I looked down, and I was like, it was, like, 5-6 inches big. And, like, it was big and neon.
Oh, shit.
And like I just don't know bugs. I don't know anything, and I just immediately went like and like I like swatted it.
Yeah.
I swatted it off me, and I jumped. But I guess I jumped back and dragged my toe, and I just like the front of my front big toe is just like, it's like you just took it and just went, just rubbed that sucker right off. It was awful, and I was just like pouring blood. I was just limping down the sidewalk, pouring blood.
I don't know why that hurts my balls right now.
Oh, dude, it is painful.
Yeah,
it's just getting better. It was
I
like
don't
weeks
blame
ago.
you though, man. Like sometimes you, like that sound like a bitch, but like there's some bugs and shit that like freak me out. Like honestly, if people ever clocked my time that I came across like a wasp nest and I ran from it,
Oh yeah,
I would be Usain Bolt. It would be unbelievable.
No, did you hear? There's some guy who's faster than Usain Bolt now.
Oh really?
This is good for the fitness episode.
Yeah.
There's some guy from Italy. He's a black fellow, but but he's like he's like represents Italy or lives in Italy by way of somewhere else, I guess. But I don't know what his story is, but apparently he's like crushing Usain Bolt right now. New fastest man.
The first thing that came to my mind when you were like, is this Italian guy when he's running, he's just like
just flipping a pizza.
Yeah, or he's doing a little finger thing like,
he just has headphone on like, hey. He dusts his hands with flour.
Yeah, you know, the chalk.
Yeah. Just a 00 flour.
Yeah. Or the whole time he's running, his stride is just making those Mario coin noises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. He has like a regular sounding name, but
regular sounding name for us or regular sounding name for Italians?
No, for us, it's like
like Doug Johnson.
It's like his last name sounds like a first name. I don't know.
Yeah,
but look into that.
So the Italians
world.
like, you need a different name.
What sport impresses you the most? What about like, or how about this? How about if you could be a professional athlete in any sport, what would it be?
All right. So this is okay. Now it depends on what your definition of athletics are.
You could include wrestling.
Okay.
I know what you.
I mean, if you considered like no,
you could include wrestling, but let's say you could pick any sport, but you're not gonna be the star. You're gonna be like mid-level of that sport.
Oh, mid-level of that sport.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Pick whatever.
No.
What's a better?
I like that one better.
Because wrestling, that's going to be a huge difference. And UFC, stuff like that.
Now, if I could be mid-level of any sport, I would probably want to do something like baseball or basketball for the money.
Yeah.
Like if you're a journeyman, basketball player, journeyman baseball player, you're making like you possibly will get picked to be on a championship team. You won't be the star, but you'll be good enough to have a long-standing career.
Zero pressure. You play like 7 minutes a game.
Oh, that's yeah,
dude. A 3-point specialist in the NBA, where you play like, but you're a bench player.
Yeah,
but you're just like you said, like you stay healthy enough where you can play like a long career.
Yeah,
and you're just like a deep role player. That or like a backup kicker.
Yeah, you can.
So where you just hang out.
You can get garner a contract where you're making like $30 million over like 5 years or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe less than that. If you're a mid level, you're not that's like star level, but like you're still making several million.
Yeah, make a couple of mil.
Because even top tier pro wrestlers make what the mid level guys in a different sport play.
Yeah,
and if you're and if I don't know if you're familiar
Vince
with,
keeps all the money, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if you're familiar with like pro wrestling, but like mid level guys are the guys that make they're the gears that get the machine rolling.
Yeah,
because they wrestle everybody. They wrestle the upcoming guys to make them look good. They wrestle the stars and make them look good, but they're not marketable. They're just good in ring.
Yeah.
You know? And that's
serviceable.
It sounds good, but the wear and tear on a pro wrestler body versus a 3-point specialist or a bullpen pitcher or something like that. Yeah, I would much rather do that.
Yeah, dude.
And you would make more money.
Yeah, a fucking. Yeah, I think that would be good. Okay, so what sport are you most impressed with? What do you think looks the hardest to be good at? Golf would be a good mid-level thing because you probably make good money. Golf.
Oh
Is
yeah,
easy.
sponsorships and shit.
Seems boring, but
Yeah. I like.
I would be bored. But people who love golf, like CJ loves golf.
Yeah,
He always, he seems to. People who like it seem to really enjoy it.
I should like golf, and here's why. I used to throw discus in high school.
Oh
and
yeah,
there's a similar motion.
you probably fucking threw the shit out of that.
Yeah, discus.
We did. Did you do shot put?
I
too?
did shot put,
I
too.
did shot put,
But I didn't
I was
like.
not good.
I had a hard time competing with the juggernauts. Shot put is
Yeah, you have like country bumpkins here, huh?
Yeah, like I was able to.
Strong country folk.
I was able to outthrow a lot of them in discus because they tried to use their raw strength to do the discus.
Yeah,
And
farm strength.
You can get it to a certain level, but like if you want to really compete in discus, you have to have the spin technique mastered.
Yeah.
And I actually took ballet to do it, to work on my footwork.
Oh wow.
For discus, because I couldn't compete with the juggernauts and shot put because I had to compete here. We had a state champion. It's funny. It's so funny. There's a Shayna, the girl that came over one time. Her brother was the state champion.
Oh wow.
And shot put. He got a scholarship to play for LSU. He was a 6'4", 330-pound fucking monster.
Damn.
Dude named Steve Arflin. And I had to compete with this dude. It was ridiculous. I'm like, well, this is not even fair. This guy got signed to LSU. I got to compete against this guy. And
so you've known Shayna for a while?
No, I never meet her until comedy. It was when I met her through comedy that I found out that was her brother.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was like, oh, dude, your brother used to beat my ass in fucking discus or shot put. Now he also knew how to do discus because he knew how to do the spin technique.
Yeah.
But most of the other guys on his team didn't know how to. So they were guys similar heights and weights. Yeah. But I was like launching it further than they were because I had the spin technique.
Oh man, yeah, that makes sense.
But the guys in the Olympics, though, those guys are both like big and have the technique.
And
I mean, they're launching a fucking because Olympic level discus is, I want to say like 5 pounds. So they're launching essentially a 5 pound frisbee, 240 feet.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's insane. And then the Olympic level shot put is 16 pounds.
Jesus.
So the Olympic level throw is 75 feet, 70 something feet.
It's like 2 bags of sugar and a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So honestly, most babies are born 8 pounds.
Yeah.
So tie 2 babies together and chuck it fucking 70 feet.
It's not aerodynamic. It's a full diaper.
Yeah. So like now in high school, now college and Olympics, you compete with a 16-pound shot put.
Yeah.
In high school, you compete with a 12-pound. But we trained with a 16-pound.
Oh, cool.
So we trained with a heavier weight. So then we would throw the 12-pound.
And just feel like it would just chuck it out of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did shot, but I don't remember how far through. I just did it because it was like one less thing to run on. Yeah. But it was football. A couple of football players. We just ran track to stay in shape, and then we did we had a relay team called the half-ton relay, and it was just 4 football players, and we would do like a 4-man relay 4x100. I guess it was.
You had that too? We had that too.
Oh, you did?
We had that. We had it was the. So assuming your team had we called it the weight man's relay.
Okay.
We didn't want to go anything offensive, but
we tried to be a little offensive.
No, oh, was yours recreational?
No, it was high school track.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
half-ton relay.
Half-ton relay. That's fucked up, man.
No, that's what it was. That was our team. That's what we.
That was your name.
That's what we called our group of football players who ran the relay.
Okay. So no, I thought that was the official name they gave to that event.
Oh no,
I was like, that's fucked up. Dude.
No. It's just what we called ourselves.
Oh, okay.
It was just 4 football players.
Yeah,
I was one of them. We were all big dudes.
Yeah,
it would be like me, you, and 2 other guys.
Yeah,
like one dude was taller and one dude was a little shorter, but everyone's big.
Yeah.
and we called it the half-ton relay, and
Oh,
everyone
that's
laughed
funny.
because they're like, "Look at you fat guys running."
Yeah,
You know.
we the event we had was the weight man's relay. And that would be certain track events would have, let's say, I placed it, like top 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Another person placed it, or like qualifying throws. Like you didn't have to place. It was like if you threw over 70 feet in a discus and over 35 feet in a shot put or something like that, then you qualified to do the weight man's relay.
Yeah.
And so that was my time to shine. I did the weight man's relay. The problem was I didn't always qualify.
Yeah.
So because like I said, I'm competing against fucking state guys, But so they would up the benchmark a little bit. But when I did qualify, dude, I was smoking these fat fucks, man. It was great. It was awesome, man.
That's great.
Yeah. But yeah, that was fun. There was a guy who's like a running back. He was like the running back. He was running like a 4.4, and he was in that. And I was like, so that was I was like third leg or something like that, or like third or fourth leg. And they had me and this guy. This guy smoked me, dude. It was unbelievable. I was like, this is not even fair. He's a skill position player.
It's amazing how fast people could be.
Yeah. I didn't know I was fast. I mean, I knew it was kind of fast because I was a backup on a relay team, but I didn't know until years later because I had so many buddies of mine that were running 4.4s and stuff. One guy knew running like a 4.3 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I was running 4.6. I thought it was slow. So it wasn't until years later when I was talking to buddies and we're like looking at the NFL combine and stuff, and these are NFL players.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Fullbacks and skill position players running same time.
Would you rather be really, really strong or really, really fast? Like really, really strong but really slow, or really, really fast but really weak?
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh,
or you're perfect balance of speed and strength, but you have a tiny dick.
I'll go with that. Tiny
No, just
dick.
the first two.
I'll go with the tiny dick, dude. You can,
There's no turning back once it's out. No, the first or second, really strong, world class strength, but you're really slow, or you're like world class speed, one of the fastest ever, but incredibly weak.
Oh, incredibly weak. Oh,
you are as weak as the strong guy is slow. It's proportionate weakness, but it's also proportionate to your ability. Like however strong you think you are, that's how slow you are too. That's the paradox.
Oh shit! I still probably go with the strength.
You go strength?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, speed's fine, but like I've never been weak.
You don't need really either.
Yeah.
It's kind of a detriment to like be on an extreme side, I guess.
Yeah, but I've never been weak per se.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would want to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I know when I get older, I'm gonna eventually become weak. But like even now, I think I'm weak. But like,
do you know that people say old guy strength?
Yeah,
that's like seems to be a real thing.
Yeah,
they're just like they just hang on to it. This is an old dude's being strong. Yeah. You're gonna be a strong old guy, I bet. You
probably.
You probably grab onto kids, grab onto their arms.
I don't like how that sounded.
Yes, kids, Yeah.
Come here, buddy.
Come here.
Can you keep a secret?
Am I still strong? See if you could get away. Go on.
Yeah. Who's getting abducted? Who's getting abducted?
It's dark.
Yeah, it was.
I like fitness. Do you ever read any books about fitness? I have one called and I highly recommend the book. It's called Eat to Live by Joel Furman, Dr. Joel Furman, I want to say.
Okay.
Something like that. But the basic idea of the book is like you should aim to make your diet as nutritionally dense as possible. And the basic equation to think about it is you want to eat things that have the highest amount of nutritional density versus the lowest amount of calories. So something like spinach has like a ton of nutrients,
Yeah.
but it's like no calories.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
your diet's like made up of shit like that.
Yeah.
And essentially like
That's how they base the point systems on, like, Weight Watchers.
oh, is it?
Kind of like how they did it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
My brother did Weight Watchers and worked out while he was in college. He lost like 75, 80 pounds.
Wow.
My brother did, yeah. And like, so then all of his roommates got involved. And it was so funny because I remember I spent the summer with them. Because he went to Florida State in Tallahassee. And I spent the summer, like, they were at a townhouse, and like my brother's buddy his family's affluent. They own a glass company here in Jacksonville.
Oh, nice.
And so they had a little townhouse, and they all stayed there off campus. And it was so funny because like they were all doing the Weight Watchers thing. It was funny. So I'm like, let's go get some pizza. And they're like, I don't know, man. Like,
it's gonna be too many points.
I gotta eat this whole can of green beans. It's like, what the fuck? But then they were like, all right, we got a cheat day coming up, because that's another thing that they do. I think most Weight Watchers just like 5 days. 5 days, you do the diet, and then 2 days cheat day, and you go right back into the mixture.
Oh,
so
okay.
you reward yourself for a good week or whatever.
Yeah.
So I would like that was like when I did come through, like that was like their favorite thing, because they were like, oh cool, we got cheat day coming up, and we're all gonna get pizza or something or chicken wings. And even then, they were still kind of like watching things.
Yeah, just
and then they would all like snap each other out of like, dude, no, get the chocolate cake. You know, like
go on,
buddy, you deserve
That's so
this.
funny.
The one thing about fitness is it like it's honestly big business, and not just like
wellness and fitness and all that shit.
well, it's not just the actual act of fitness. It's marketable clothing. Like apparel, merchandise,
athleisure wear.
Yeah.
Like people just wear like gym clothes is closed now.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Even Gatorade, when you think about it,
Yoga pants is the great invention.
Oh, it's a great invention.
Great invention.
Fantastic invention.
Imagine showing people, like, for all the fun technology we have at this point, which is still even pretty basic, but imagine going back in time and being like, check out yoga pants.
Oh, dude.
You'd blow some minds.
Fucking Shakespeare would have had like some type of sonnet about it.
To
be or not to be, when thou thinketh of that donk. You know, like
the lines of the monkey.
The lines of the monkey.
That's so funny. Yeah. I think it's I don't know. I don't dress like that. It seems comfortable, but it also I don't like the look.
Well, yeah,
it's always like gray, and it'll have like a neon stripe going through it. You know.
Oh yeah. The only thing that I really appreciate about fitness culture is when there was a need for a change in the other types of attire, not like workout clothing, but like there was a need for suits that were built differently for athletes.
And
pants that were built differently. So that's when they started like
big thigh pants,
big thigh, big calves. Or like a lot of like one of my favorite things to buy is golf pants. They got like elastic built into them.
Got a little stretch.
So they look dressy. They look dressy. I could wear them with like a dress shirt, but they got like I can move around.
Yeah,
and the thing is like I can sit like this.
To go to?
Huh?
A certain brand of golf pant?
No, most golf pants are very built very similar.
Just across the board. Yeah.
They're expensive. But because I thrift, you know, I'll go to Goodwill.
Yeah.
Or some Salvation Army or some mom and pop place.
Oh
like
yeah.
I went to Orlando, and I got a pair of Greg Norman, which is very expensive.
Those are real comfortable.
They're real comfortable, but also expensive. They're like $110 pants.
I have a couple of their polos.
Yeah,
they're nice and soft.
Yeah, it's super. In the world of golf, it's like a fancy brand. $2. Paid $2,
Damn.
and it was in my fucking size, dude.
Was someone murdered in them?
I didn't even care.
Was it $2?
I don't even care if they were demon pants. If there was
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
fucking pentagram sewed into it, it's like releasing demons. And like they're so comfortable, man.
They track you down and beat you up.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like I saw the devil.
I got the fucking. I got a inside is an SD card sewn into it. It's got information about the mob.
Yeah, it's like incriminating.
Yeah.
They just frame you for some
Oh.
international crime.
Yeah, he's the guy that did the onion ring deal.
Yeah. This guy co-founded Silk Road. Get him.
But that's like my favorite part about the whole like workout culture clothing thing is like because like I'm a weird build. Like I'm not fat, but I'm not like built. I'm like
thick.
I'm thick. I'm a thick build dude.
Thick
and
boy.
So, yeah, so there's like certain like regular non-polyester blend dress pants. I would destroy those motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't sit like this. I would fucking blow the crotches out.
Yeah,
My big
yeah.
ass legs. But these pants, they got a fucking
You got a movement.
yeah. I think these are golf pants too.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think I like golf stuff. All my work pants are like some kind of khaki, but they got like a tiny bit of stretch to them. They're very soft.
Yeah,
I'm big. I like comfortable stuff because it's like, yeah, I would like to have work clothes that
Yeah.
you could work out in. That would be nice.
yeah,
You know, like if they could do athleisure material, like stretchy,
Yeah.
comfortable material that looked like you were dressed up,
yeah.
and then you could
I
just.
think they kind of got. I mean, I think
They
kinda
probably have it.
got, I think
but
Under
mean,
Armour has some stuff like that.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
an Under Armour suit and tie.
yeah,
That's what you need.
yeah. That's
That would get down.
and then another thing I like is I like basketball shoes.
Yeah,
I like
I used to love them when I was young.
I like
Did you ever own Jordans?
Yeah, I own a couple pairs.
I think I owned one pair in my life,
yeah, I own
but it was like way early on.
I own them like later in life. It's weird because like when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I want the name brand shoes. If not, the kids are gonna make fun of me. Then when I got old enough, like was in high school, I mean, I had a job since I was like in a sophomore year,
Yeah,
and so I was able to buy what I wanted basically, and I didn't care for them then.
yeah.
When I had money, I didn't give a shit.
That's good.
Sort of, kind of like. Well, also my style changed. I went from like a hip hop culture-y type guy to like
Yeah.
more of a like skate. I used to buy a bunch of shirts from Gadzooks and shit,
Yeah,
stuff like that. So I used to wear more Vans and stuff like that.
yeah.
Nike owned this brand called Savier, Savier, and I used so they were like a skate brand, but it was like they were done in like almost like basketball shoe style.
Oh, okay.
And I own a couple pairs, and then I didn't know this, but now they're all those like that brand's like defunct. Like they went out, they basically went under, and Nike just let them,
Yeah.
And all those shoes are now collectibles.
Oh, dude.
They're like, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing when like the cologne I used to wear. I used to wear this. It was called Gucci No Bill. It was
Yeah.
Gucci. It was Gucci cologne. I used to get it from Bell's Outlet, and I remember one time I went to this Bell's Outlet, and they had them for like $5 a bottle, right? And I bought like all the bottles, and I sprayed way too much of it. But a lot of people liked it, how it smelled on me. So I was like, all right, well, you be careful what you wish for. And I just like fucking bathed in that shit. And now each of those bottles now, because it is now that particular run of Gucci is defunct, and each bottle now, if I had a full bottle, it would be like $500.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I remember at one point I had like at least 12 bottles.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, dude.
I have a story kind of like that. When I was in college, so I was like 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
I used to get drunk and go on eBay and order things. I was like it was like new. E-commerce was new.
Yeah.
So eBay was also pretty new.
Yeah.
And I just was fascinated with like how you could order stuff online. I thought it was so cool. And I should have did something about it investing wise, but I didn't.
God, yeah.
But I recognized that it was awesome, and I would get drunk, and I cut myself off after one night I spent $500 on
shit.
it. I had to like cancel a bunch
What'd
of
you
orders.
get?
Dude, everything. One thing is in my bathroom. It's a little rum sign, mermaid rum sign.
Yeah.
And that thing I've held on to just to remind myself how stupid I was because I paid, I want to say like $50 for that sign.
Oh, dude. Now was this when pretty much eBay was all auctions?
Yes. Oh yeah. All
yeah.
auction.
Because it was like I'm now like I sell stuff occasionally through eBay, and it's like there's like the option for buy it now.
Oh
And a
yeah,
lot of
yeah. You
people
always
just
have
do
like
that.
buy it now, and they've they've evolved. But yeah, this was like early eBay, so it was just auction, and that's what was happening. Someone was like bidding,
Yeah.
but whatever it was. But I don't know. I just didn't read the description or whatever. But I thought it was like a big wooden sign, like a post, kind of not poster size, but like I thought it was like a substantial size sign because I was like, this is like $50. $50 back then, though, so that would be like $4,000 today.
Fucking inflation.
But I won it. I like way overpaid. I was like, I overpaid, but this sign is fucking awesome. And
Yeah.
it came in the mail, and you open it, and if you look in my bathroom, it is like, it's like 8 inches by 8 inches. It's like just this tiny little
Catfish.
mermaid thing. But the irony of it all, it says Key West, Florida on the bottom. So it ended up fitting in our whole little decor. But
Yeah.
anyway, long story, boring. Well, you know, when you're young, when you're like, I'm gonna pick out a brand that like I identify with, I buy a bunch of their brand stuff. You know? And I'll be like, I wear, that's Marcus, and he wears whatever your Savant, whatever, and then
Yes.
you know,
She's good.
so I was doing that. I was online shopping on eBay, and
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta buy some I could buy some new clothes, and I was like, I'm gonna find like a brand of clothes I want to stick with, and I was really close to ordering a tremendous amount of a New York boutique brand called Supreme, and it was all just like regular priced clothing back then because it was just a New York store.
Yeah.
But being from New York, I knew I'd heard of it, and it was like popular skater wear.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a skater. I surfed in high school, but I wasn't a skater. But I was like Supreme was still like cool stuff that was like a city kind of thing, and I was like, maybe I'll get a bunch of that stuff and rock it to like represent New York. And then I just never did. And then years later, it was like Supreme clothing, like it's like $600 a shirt and everything. Like I was. I mean, who knows what would have happened to it, but
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's funny.
It's sad when the opposite happens. When the brand that was like prominent and expensive now is relegated to like Walmart.
Yeah.
Or
I feel like cheap brands from like Champion
blew
is
up.
becoming popular now.
Yeah. Okay. So two brands, similar style, similar type of brand, and complete polar opposite in how the current culture accepts it. So when I was younger, there was guys that were literally getting murdered for starter jackets.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember starter?
Oh yeah, I had a Nick starter jacket.
And then at the same breath, Champion used to get you beat up.
yeah.
And now starter jackets are sold at Walmart, and Champion
Can't
is
give
like,
them away.
And Champion is like worn by rappers now. Like what the fuck? I don't know. It's crazy. It's unbelievable.
I see. Yeah, you'll see like models, and they're like, it's like Champion sweatshirt. Champion or whoever, they probably hired someone, and they probably gave some influencers or someone money to wear it, and then it probably trickled out.
Probably.
But I remember walking around in Miami. And I was walking around in South Beach.
Yeah.
And I saw Champion shirts and Levi's, like a Levi's jeans T-shirt. It's like Levi Strauss. And it's like these people are like look like fashion.
The jeans are still collectible.
Yeah. Oh,
But-
yeah.
Yeah, but like the shirts never were.
Yeah.
The shirts were like Levi's. What fucking all right, whatever. That's so weird to me.
It's just weird to think of it as like a, it would be like Bugle Boy becoming like a design.
again. Yeah,
It's like Kim Kardashian rocking Bugle Boy.
I remember like what Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger is like,
Yeah, CK1.
yeah, I'll go.
Fine.
Dude, you go to thrift stores and find that stuff.
It makes me want to go, it makes me want to go back and look like, okay, so Champion and like Lacoste and like all that, or whatever, all these like dorky like cheap brands that when we were young were like for poor people.
Yeah.
'Cause I owned them, and not for poor people, but they were just inexpensive, you know.
Yeah, they were like
Not thought of
middle class.
and now they're just like real. I don't know if they're expensive, but like they're just popular now. It's strange. So I wonder if you go back and you just see what trend comes next in the timeline. You know,
Yeah.
like where did the '90s fashion go? Did it go like if we started rocking Tommy Hilfiger, like right now,
Yeah.
let's like just start wearing Tommy Hilfiger a lot, and then maybe that'll catch up. You know, that'll like come back around and be like, dude,
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger is the best. Tommy,
Yeah.
you know, to be like all,
Yeah, because you saw Jinko jeans were making a comeback for a little bit.
dude, everything. I'm convinced like it's just a big tumbling wheel, you know.
Yeah, because it's true though. Because like,
Everything.
I remember in the '90s, bell bottoms and stuff were, and then my mom was like, "I wore those when I was a kid." You know,
Yeah.
that whole thing. So
Yeah, I know. It's strange. Everything is like that. All of life experience, and I think it's because it's very easy to forget people are living for the first time, you know?
oh yeah,
You know, and like people, once you're of a certain age, you're like, this shit is so redundant and old.
yeah.
But then you have to think like all the people under, younger than you are experiencing a lot of shit for the first time or whatever it is. And that's annoying and boring. And then all the people older than you are like, we've been here even longer.
I can't wait for like the glitch in the Matrix where, basically, like have you seen like, some of what Kanye West was pumping out, like the clothing, like his clothes? It looked like what homeless people wore in the future in movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't looked. I got
And
it.
so I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that to happen where the homeless people. You see a homeless guy in the middle of the intersection, and he's wearing a fucking 3-piece suit.
Yeah.
And then you're in your car in your fancy new hobo piss stained fucking clothing.
Just all plastic.
It's all plastic.
sheets.
It's got fucking mustard stains on it.
His shoes, the Yeezy shoes, are fucking ugly.
Yeah, and they're expensive.
Yeah, I saw someone like get that as a gift.
Yeah.
And they opened it.
Yeah.
And they were looking at it, and they were all excited. And I was just sitting there like,
There was some.
and they were like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
There was some variations, early variations of them. Like for example, this is what I love about Walmart. Walmart has, I don't know, they have several brands that basically pump out almost like the designer imposter version of whatever fancy shoes is out.
Yeah.
And I went to a Walmart one time and I bought 3 pairs of these like sock top looking, kind of like this, like the material,
Yeah.
like that. And it was a white bottom, it had a black top, and it had like almost like checkerboard kind of like, but like not like Van style, but like much smaller.
Yeah.
The pattern.
I know what you mean.
It was like basically black and white, but it was kind of like, I bought 3 of those pairs because they were on clearance for I think like $4. So I bought 3 pairs. I liked how they felt.
Yeah.
And I got so many compliments, and I didn't know why. And then I found out why, because they were patterned after one of the original runs of Yeezys.
Oh.
So people thought I was wearing Yeezys
that's
that
so
whole
funny.
time.
For $4
They're like,
Yeezys.
dude, I love your fucking shoes. And I'm like, oh yeah, man, these are comfortable as hell. And then, like, I didn't know. I had no clue. And like, it was people like, it was weird. People were like, dude, man, you dress so good. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'm wearing, these are from a thrift store. This is from a thrift store. These were $4 at Walmart.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. I still own one of those pairs. I should. They smell like shit, but they're my like yard work shoes now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, but
That's what I got a yard. I'll wear my yard shoes out. They're like got grass stains on them, and I wear them out in public. I don't give a fuck when I look nice when I go to work, but when I'm not working, like I could not care less what I look like, because I'm just like I don't know, I don't care, and that's the wrong way to be, and it's not how the world works.
oh, I mean the world cares, but I mean you don't have to. You
I know, but it's like
but I think it's a mindset too. Like you're settled. I wouldn't say settled, but you're not chasing anything.
yeah.
You got a job, you got a place, you got pets, you got a girl. Like you know, what I mean? So like people that care a lot, or people like I like right now, like the way my hair is, like this bothers me. This normally would bother me a lot more,
Yeah.
but I don't give a fuck now because
Yeah.
I mean, I guess because this me looking like this still got laid, so like I'm like, whatever,
Yeah.
who the
Yeah.
fuck,
It's still working.
who cares? You know, yeah, it doesn't affect this. You know, no. Now speaking of fashion, what's something, especially sports related? I have something in mind. That's why. What's something like athletic related that's probably shitty that you like and enjoy?
Oh, basketball jerseys.
Okay, yeah,
Like I'm embarrassed to like them, and like I have like a Patrick Ewing jersey,
Yeah.
and and I want to order more jerseys, but I can't. I won't let myself because I will get them and I'll put them on, and I'm like, I look fucking ridiculous. Like I look fucking ridiculous.
That's why
and
I don't wear
take
them.
it off.
that's
And
why
I just keep it in my drawer and I look at it every once in a while. I'm like, that's awesome.
I say, but it's so weird. I say that, but two things that I own, and they're sports related, and they're just ridiculous. But I own them for different reasons. One of them I own is a pair of tearaway pants.
Oh, that's awesome.
I do. I own a pair of tearaway pants, and I've owned tearaway pants since like high school. Because
Yeah, like when they were first popular. Like
well, I used to do well, no, I didn't wear it for fashion. I wore them to literally tear them off. Because I used to
like warm up pants.
I used to emulate Party Boy from Jackass.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I own them. Is like I always just,
Party Boy
I
pants?
love just being able to rip my pants off like that. I gotta find where these stripper guys are getting these dress pants that look like dress pants, but then and then another thing I own is a fucking pair of Skeletos, or like the fingers shoes.
Oh,
The ones with the individual toes.
yeah. It looks like you have frostbite.
Fucking love those toes. I fucking
Explain
love
this to me because I want to physically assault you right now.
Physically assault me. I love this.
I can't.
I have no shame in loving those shoes.
What do they feel like? Like, why do they feel like a glove? Do your toes feel like they're separated?
They feel like they're separate. They're just comfortable.
They're comfortable,
and also
they look like you have a little monkey foot, like you grew a paw.
I love it. I love it, dude. I mean, I'm built like a fucking gorilla anyway. So like, go ahead.
So you feel like you're barefoot, but with protection? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
the protection of a shoe, but the feeling of barefoot.
yeah. Also, I like the separation of toes because like one of the things like being in Florida, and then like you're prone to what they call, I forget what they call, like a certain type of foot, like callous feet would like sometimes it, like you get like athlete's foot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one of the things that helps,
Oh, because it's all sweaty and hot all the time.
one of the things that helps is separating the toes, or if you're wearing regular shoes with socks, changing your socks every so often.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was just comfortable. I just loved how they felt. And then also like a lot of the soles on a lot of these brands have like separated. Like there's a version of Nikes called Nike Free. And yeah, and they're built. They have the same way. They're so comfortable.
Nike Free Run. I owned a pair of those back years ago, and they still were one of my favorite shoes I've ever had.
Yeah, they're super comfortable, and that's how the soles of a lot of these like finger toe shoes are built.
Yeah,
they're like
flexible.
They're flexible or they're firm. Like you know, and I got a pair in my trunk right now. Like they're orange and black. They're
what I
so
hated?
bold.
Toe socks. Remember toe socks? Girls would
I
wear
don't like toe socks.
and they would wiggle their feet and they're
Not a fan of toe socks.
Yeah.
I do like the toe shoes though. Also, when I go, I can't go barefooted in water, like
anywhere.
Like no, like in a pool is one thing, but I'm talking about like I don't like going barefooted in
The ocean,
lakes, rivers, oceans. No, not a big fan.
Is it like because you can't see what's on the bottom or what?
Yeah, kind of like that.
You wouldn't like. We had a pastime activity in Long Island called clamming, and you'd hop out of your boat in shallow water, like knee deep water.
Yeah,
and you'd dig into the sand with your feet, and you'd feel a clam. Feel for clams.
Yeah,
and if you felt one, you just reach down and pull it up, and you just like toss it into a bucket, and
that's how you do it with your feet.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
And if you were didn't like the feeling, sometimes you'd wear socks, but you'd have to be able to feel it.
Yeah.
So you'd have to have like some kind of barefoot or like at least sock at most.
Yeah.
But you probably would not like that because occasionally you get a crab and they'd bite you.
Fuck that. Ah.
They'd
Shit.
pinch you. But
Yeah.
yeah, that shit's fun.
That sounds fun though.
Yeah.
I just don't like the whole thing of doing it with my foot. I'd rather wear like a glove and then just kind of reach around.
I guess you could. They had what's called a clam rake, which is like a rake with a basket, and you could just like drag that through the sand.
Yeah.
But that's like, it's like imagine dragging a rake through wet sand. That's, whereas opposed to doing it with your feet was kind of fun because you're just like walking around. And if you felt it would feel like you were hit a rock, but they're so common there. They're just like beds of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to do that one day. Sounds fun.
Yeah. Also at night you could go out to catch crabs, and you take a spotlight and just shine it across the surface of the water, and you just like float in your boat, and they would just be going across the water like that.
Yeah.
And you just like roll up with your net and you just like scoop into a bucket.
Damn, that's a lot easier than the way that I used to catch crabs. I used to fuck girls in truck stop. No, I used to
had those suckers for 6 weeks.
No, we would do crabbing here. We would go to like a Little Tabit Island, and then they have these bridges, and they have like little shorelines near the bridges, and we go there. And now there's two ways to do it. You can do it with the little nets, where you drop the net with a piece of chicken and you let it sit, and then you see like you'll tug on it, and you can feel the weight where they get trapped in it, and you pull them up. But my favorite was we would put a piece of chicken around like some twine, or some twine around some chicken, I should say, and then fucking yeet it out into the water, and then have some looseness to it, and then once you felt tension on it, you slowly pulled it in, and then you netted them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but we would do that during the day, like we didn't do that at night.
Yeah,
but that's crazy.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Hell yeah, dude.
Water stuff.
Water sports, which is also what they call pissing on people.
It sure is. I got it.
Oh shit, man.
Well, yeah. So I guess we'll wrap up. You have any final fitness thoughts?
Probably I need to get into a little more shape now, like not for like vanity, but just because I'm starting to get older.
Just for health.
Yeah, mainly that.
Yeah. I went to the gym today, but it was for like 7 minutes, and I got tired and left. I have a gym at my work, which is like So my office is like 50 yards from a gym.
Yeah.
That I could use at any time, and so there's no excuse. But it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's easier once you do it,
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is just starting.
Yeah.
Just getting started. And
the momentum to start is pain.
Yeah.
But if you do it for like 2 weeks or whatever, then it becomes like habit.
Yeah.
Then it's easy.
Yeah. But I have a longer running habit of eating like pizza.
It's so much fun. I could eat pizza for 2 weeks straight.
Dude, if only running on a treadmill felt like eating pizza.
I know.
Then I would run on the treadmill more often.
I know. Just run on a treadmill while watching cartoons.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, that's the best.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. Well, stay fit, fools.
Yeah.
And stay cool.
Yeah.
And
don't be dumb. It's not fun to be dumb, but it's cool to be foolish.
That's what I was trying to think of.